Well, this is the scene getting on the getting on the Voyager. November 11th, they delayed departure by a day. They were held up in dry dock for a day, so Royal Caribbean accommodated us by reimbursing us for the extra night stay in Barcelona. Well, there's a newly painted hull in blue, but you would think they would have matched the upper part in blue. It's kind of rusted too. That needs a little attention. We'll see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, the life ships look like they've been redone and repainted. Lifeboats, I'm sorry. Ships carry boats. Boats don't carry ships.
As I mentioned, the Voyager was delayed a day due to problems in dry dock. But once we got started, we left Barcelona and proceeded to Mallorca. Day 3, we were in Cartagena. We had already been canceled in Valencia due to the flooding, but we also canceled Malaga and Madeira due to the weather. So day 4 and 5, we were at sea, where the captain assisted a sailboat. Day 6 and 7, we were in Gran Canaria. Day 8, we were in Tenerife. And then we're 7 days home to Port Canaveral.
Well, I just got my card. A little different color scheme on it. Gold fading to like a lime green. It's different. Let's see the cabin. It's the same one, same room I had on the Adventure. Oh, it's touch. Well, the carpet looks the same. A little bit smudged, but the room looks better. The cabinets sure look better. The wine's here, water's here. Closets are the same. Of course, same room, it's the same with the bunks up above. It's a bathroom. A little better shape. Well, maybe not. The mirrors and a few other little details. Yeah, still showing its age. Well, the promenade looks pretty much the same. The Zoomies is not in the middle like it is on the Adventure, though. It's up on deck 11 where the old suite lounge used to be. But you certainly don't want to be standing in line at the guest services on day 1. They are lined up. The bars are named a little differently, but same layout. On 4, you don't have Boleros, you have the tavern. On deck 5, it's not the champagne bar, it's the R bar. And then the Dog and Quack is something else on the ship. The schooner's down on 4. The Crown Lounge that the Azumi's replaced up on 14 is now on 5, where the card room is in front of the little venue there. But other than that, everything looks pretty much the same. Yeah, the pig and whistle instead of the dog and duck, or duck and dog, whatever it is. So, same idea. So this is the Star Lounge on the Voyager as opposed to the Imperial Lounge on the Adventure. Well, I think I like this a little better, a little nicer laid out. Bigger couches. Nicer looking bar. And now this is the Crown Lounge. Used to be the card room, which replaced the Diamond Lounge. And this must be the loyalty person.
Oh yeah.
I thought the little British sports car and phone booth were a nice touch.
Alright, so we're on Voyager to sea. Nice ship. Everything's brand new. And I'm one to Larry. The next time we go together, we need to buy a cake. And then wobble right behind me.
Little backstory, we were in the line to get in through the security and the check-in, I turned around and they were gone. Next thing I know, they were on the ship in 2 minutes flat, and I got stuck in the queue.
The model of an old Chris craft in front of Next Cruises.
New look of the Windjammer. Nice and clean. Wood. Homey. And we have a business person duck. No name on this one. We'll hide it somewhere else. Well, day 2 pulled into Mallorca. There's all the shuttle buses you can catch. I think it's like $10 round trip, 10 euros round trip to the town over there. But I need to walk. We're in port today with a celebrity ship. Big boy. I don't know which one it is, but we'll find out anyway. And a Costa Cruises is here, along with the assorted ferries. Trying to remember this. I remember this walk, but I can't remember the town. Let's see what goes on. It looks like it's about a mile. That's Celebrity Equinox. A lot of balconies on that boy. Alright, so it's about a little over a mile to just in front of the port if you walk. This is the bus, and it takes you I think it was 10 euros round trip. Being the cheapskate I am, though, I walked it. I needed to walk. And I remember last time we were here, I think it was Mike and Janet and us, and we caught a bus here and went on into town. Trying to figure out what these guys were, but they're some type of coastal fortification. Some old timers. But they're all under construction through here. They're tearing up everything. Fencing and sidewalks, and so I'll have to go back the other way and head towards the town. Okay, interesting. I've been wandering around these streets for a few minutes. Beautiful place. I'm sure there's some interesting sights here, but I haven't been able to find them yet, and it's starting to rain. And the prognosis is not looking good. So I think I'm going to wander back towards the ship. Nice weather. Mid-60s. But no need to get wet. Boy, they are really redoing this. This should be nice when they get it done. But it's a maze trying to get through here on foot. Should be over there where that bus is going by, the hop on, hop off, but they detoured us all around here for this construction area. Looks like they're making a nice boulevard here. Those clouds keep getting darker all around, so heading back to the ship. Okay, I see. So you get off in there where the bus station was. You'd have to catch a bus because it's too far to walk. You got to go all the way around the marina and over to the city. That's the old part. Go right over there. You can see just in front of the bow of the Equinox there's some older buildings. This is all relatively new that we walked through here. Relatively, within the last 100 years. But that's the old part of town there. So yeah, you would have to take a bus. Not going to do it. It's not the greatest weather today. Just go back to the ship. Heck, it's an hour to lunch, so we can do that. There's a better view of where you need to be, but it's a hike over. Well, it's a bus ride over there. I see some of the. Well, I can anyway. On a GoPro, it may be a little hard to see it, but there's some churches and etc. Municipal buildings. Just beautiful architecture. With the hills in the background. Just a little too rainy today. Oh, the casino on the Voyager, but very nice. Dancers and some bronzes. Well, day 3, Cartagena. I think it's day 3. We were shorted a day, so Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's day 3. Here at the marina, there's the wall, and you walk around there, and the Roman Colosseum, the Roman arena is over there to your right. But I'm not sure, unless the rain slows down or stops. It's steady. You're gonna get wet, and it's a cool day. So still got a long time left on the cruise. I don't want to get out there and come down with a cold or something. So yeah, I think we'll see. That's the final judgment. I don't know. Deck 12, Vitality at Sea. That's the Spa and Fitness Center. They have the same look as the Windjammer. This must have been redone. The wood look back into the salon, nice and clean. Looks like a new flooring. Might have to visit the saunas later. Might be a good day to do that.
Well, a couple hours later, the rain let up and it warmed up a little bit, so I decided to get out and take a walk. Love this town.
Well, that pirate's been on a diet for way too long. So is that guy. Yeah, the Soldiers Memorial. Beautiful architecture. Marble streets. Yep, still same place. Bronze statues of the sailors. Okay, what I say earlier, the Coliseum is the theater. Close. It's stuck in behind all these buildings here off the main drag. And of course you have to pay admission to get in, but you can walk around and see parts of it just strolling around. Part of the archaeological restorations. Another part over here behind the fence, and it goes on up around to the museum. We did that walk last year. See if I can get a peek in here. Yeah. More of the Roman ruins. Yeah, entries through the museum. Blue banyan trees? Oh, here's a sign. We'll see what they are. And some nice palms. I don't know what the square is. I guess it's that's the Plaza San Francisco. Well, that was a good 45-minute walk. I think we're going to head back to the ship now. What do you think? Strong silent type. Call it a day here in Cartagena. Walked around for about 45 minutes. Been here before. A little nippy. Go back to the ship and see if we can scrounge up a good cup of coffee somewhere. See you later. Well, day 5, and there's Malaga. I'm not going to be able to stop there. I guess they had a heavy rain yesterday, and they have some flooding, along with Valencia. So, oh well, another day at sea. Darn it, Malaga's a beautiful place, too. Would have enjoyed getting off and walking around, I guess. The seas today aren't too bad. The captain canceled Madeira due to the weather. So that's the 3rd port we've had. There's some cargo ship out there. It's the 3rd port we've had canceled. But so far we haven't experienced anything like the Explorer the Seas experience, where they tilted almost 45 degrees off Tenerife last week. But the weather hasn't been cooperative. That's the 3rd port. Of course, Valencia, before we even began the cruise, and then Malaga, which suffered some severe flooding here a couple days ago, and now Madeira. Said safety is our primary concern, so I'm all with them. Although I would have loved to have seen Madeira and Malaga, but so be it. So we're on our way to Tenerife. He's cruising down the coast of Africa, and then I guess when he gets in the shelter of the Canary Islands, we'll shoot over to Tenerife. like we're spending the night there. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with the rest of the itinerary. But better safe than sorry. Interesting cruise. But we're still having fun. Today we have the top tier event, so I'll be headed to that shortly.
Now in just a few moments, I'm going to be listing out the different tier levels that we have in here this morning. We have our Platinum, our Emerald, our Diamond Plus, and even our Pinnacle members. Now, for those of you who don't know, Pinnacle members have been cruising with Royal Caribbean for over 100 years. So it truly is a remarkable achievement. We have 254 of our Platinum members. Where's our Platinums this morning? Let's hear ya. Platinum members? Are they all in bed still? Even with the time change? All right. 254 Platinums. I guess they're coming to the 11:30 party. All right. We have 165 Emerald members. Where's our Emeralds? They're coming to the next party as well. All right. Oh, these next folks never miss a party, ladies and gentlemen. 638 Diamond members. All right, big round of applause for our sparkly diamonds here in the room. Okay, next up, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe we have so many of them on board. Over 932 Diamond Plus members. Wow, that's almost the entire ship is Diamond Plus, ladies and gentlemen. That's incredible. Now, you can always know where the Diamond Plus members are in the Crown and Anchor reception because they're always sat closest to the drinks. So that's fantastic. And last, and certainly by no means least, please put your hands together for our Pinnacle members, 460.
I didn't start as a captain with Royal Caribbean, obviously. When I was hired, I was originally hired as a dancer. Yeah, that was the last time they hired anybody over the phone. When they realized I wasn't any good as a dancer, they sent me to the dining room. It didn't turn out very well because it is very hard to clean soup out of an evening dress. Sent me to housekeeping, which was kind of ironic because when I was a teenager I couldn't clean my own room, and now I was supposed to clean somebody else's room. They sent me to the engine room, and they sent me out of the engine room and I said, "What's that noise?" And then they made me a captain.
Sitting here in a Crown Lounge.
Here.
No, I got
GoPro.
I know it won't get it, but at least I can tell them what's going on.
I got it.
I give them a little narrative. The sailboat lost its mast, and the captain had to slow down, and we're, I guess, attempting some type of rescue. But I don't think it'll interfere with our drinking and eating, though.
Not
Okay. If you can see it, it looks like the mast is hanging over the bag. Probably 30 some foot sailboat. Looks like the captain's moving in towards it. I see somebody up on top. Well, it's been a pretty exciting crossing. 3 ports canceled, and now a sailboat rescue at sea. A little bit of tilt one night.
How many people in this one?
Richard, what time do you have? You're probably
There was a skiff out to it. Well, after our rescue at sea there yesterday, we're pulling into the Canary Islands. From what I gather, we're going to be here overnight till 5:30 tomorrow. I'll have to double check on that for you. Everything's changed. And I'm trying to remember this place. I'll have to get out and walk around. I'll show you some of that. I believe this is Las Palmas of Gran Canaria. If it's the place I'm thinking of, you walk right across through the buildings there, and then the beach on the other side. You can see the water over there. I hope you can see the water over there. It's a come as you are beach, or where would you want a beach. It might be interesting. Do a little stroll through the town. Yeah, this looks good. Turned out to be a nice day. Here's the beach. After a mile or so walk through town, straight through, you come out to the public beach. This time, a lot more sand here. The last time I was here, they had a lot of it was washed out. It's basically a lava rock bed here, so they must import the sand. But it looks good now. The beach goes on and on. It's a lot of rentals. I can see why the Brits come here for their holidays.
Well, after that stroll to the beach, turned around and saw the whale's tail on the way back to the ship.
I think these were our intrepid sailors, 4 adults and 2 children and a dog that were on the sailboat that the Royal Caribbean rescued. They look in good shape. I bet they're thankful the captain stopped and got them. Of course, that's maritime law, but boy, that's got to be a relief. Nice place to be dropped off. Well, the harbor here at Gran Canaria, Las Palmas, oh, it's beautiful. Nice night out here. It's seldom that you get to spend a night in the harbor, but due to the weather and the conditions at the other ports of call that we were going to stop at, they decided to spend the night here in Gran Canaria, and we have another day here in Las Palmas. The weather's just nice and warm, a little breeze tonight, and just gorgeous here in the harbor. They have the on-deck movie going on. I don't know what's playing, but I'd rather look at the harbor. The other side of the ship, we have the full moon. Crown Lounge. Well, I think I'll call it a night. Well, morning of day 2 here in Las Palmas, Gran Canaria, and we have a mine shift that pulled in. Must have been sometime this morning. I think the Ida cruise ship that we were parked in front of is gone. They must have loaded up here last night. That was all the activity was going on. But this is getting to be quite the port. Here's a map of the island. Show you that. We're up at the upper right tip there, Las Palmas, and that's the beach on the other side of that peninsula. But quite the port. I saw a construction sign going on that said it's going to be the largest port in this part of the world, this part of Europe. So they've got big plans for this. Yeah, here's that sign. We're building the largest cruise terminal in Europe. Your home port for year-round cruises. Well, yesterday we walked straight across through the downtown area to the beach. Today I think we'll hang a left here at the mall, and they have Casco Historica in the Old Town. Let's see what we find out on that. Looks like a bell tower without bells. Neat old church. It's a neat place, almost a Frank Lloyd Wright looking thing. But it's clear they have some crime here. A lot of bars and solid doors and locks and graffiti. It's a neat place. What a shame. Well, after about 2.5 miles, it's a hike. Finally got to the Santa Catalina. It's a Royal Hideaway Hotel. And it's something here. That's it in the background back there. It's all the landscaping and grounds. The governor's office. And that must be the municipal building behind it.
Well, I finally gave up. Couldn't find the cathedral, so I turned around and walked back to the ship. Beautiful town. We left that afternoon and headed to Tenerife.
Back in Tenerife, Santa Cruz this morning. Got out and walked around a little bit, bought some trinkets for home, and came back. We were here on the Adventure of the Seas on the way over, so saw it then. Nice place. I enjoy it here. Nice warm day, low 70s. Start the crossing tomorrow. Fueled up yesterday over in Las Palmas. Their captain's running all the drills today. The new captain got on today here at Tenerife. So several days at sea, and we'll be back in Port Canaveral. Well, good morning. Our first sea day crossing the Atlantic after leaving Tenerife. The sun's about to come up. We gained an hour, so I'm up a little early. I'm just going to walk around the deck, but it's a little windy and rainy, so we'll wait till later to do that. Heck, might as well go have some breakfast. Well, our second day at sea after leaving Tenerife. Beautiful. Nice and calm. Partly cloudy. Sun's out, mid-70s. Little breeze. Yeah, if it stays like this across, we're in for a nice ride. We've had a few days of rainy, bumpy weather. Captain's doing his best to steer us around some storms. Today's a little better, so we're hoping the next couple, and then we'll be home. So we'll see. Hasn't been the greatest crossing, but yeah, you get one. But at least on the inside of the ship, the crew provided us with some entertainment, some kind of parade.
Well, last full day of the cruise, pack-up day. Somewhere east of the Bahamas, finally calmed down. Warm, 71 degrees, seas just about flat. Wish the entire crossing had been this nice. Oh well, had a good time. 32 days, 12 days on the Venture coming over, 15 days on the Voyager going back. We were cut short a day. Instead of 4 days in Barcelona, we spent 5 days. Had a good time with Dean and Valerie. Met some nice people on the ship. Made some new friends, Brian and others. It's time to go home. But coming up soon in January, we got a Southern Caribbean cruise on the Explorer for 10 days, and then staying on for an 11-day Southern Caribbean cruise, again out of Miami with Mark and Elisa. So that'll be a lot of fun. Time to go home though. I got to meet the family for Thanksgiving and the family again for Christmas. And then it's cruising time again. So stick around. See you later.